Live. How's the camera look? That camera. $12,800. Actually, just go to you know who that is. You don't have to say the Duffer's Diary. Why? Well, wow, what? Like what? What do you want me to do? Can you guys make sure you guys can hear me? If you guys can hear me, let me know in the chat. You know the mics are working. Is this focused? Nothing going on yet? I was trying to slide this thing over. What range is it? Call it out. What range am I at, Max? I appreciate you guys. It's been a while since I went live. It's been a while since I hit the range even. I don't really hit the range anymore. I golf like once a week these days, so golf game's been taking a downward spiral, so I gotta get some more swings in. So, first time hitting the range in like a really long time. Super rusty. Wrong, Max. We are not at Monterey Park. Good guess though. I like that range too. But this is not Monterey Park. We are at Roland Heights Golf Center. Oh. Tiger Woods, not even close. Not even close. Just your average black dude. Yeah, Roland. We at Roland. Really nice range. $15 for 130 balls. Probably one of the better deals in the area. No, I've been hitting a lot of draws lately, or pulls, I should say. So that's like my miss these days. So I rarely hit cuts, especially with these irons. I usually pull, draw. If I hit a good shot. So right now I'm not trying to shot shape at all. I'm just trying to hit the ball because, like I said, I haven't been playing, swinging the club too much because of work. So I'm just trying to groove a swing again. Just trying to get back to a position where I can feel comfortable standing over a golf ball.
So Bobette says on YouTube, I don't know how to golf, but my friends invited me. What do I need to know?
If you've never been golfing before and you're going out there to golf for the first time, the only thing you need to know is just to have fun, dude. You're gonna suck. It's inevitable. Just enjoy it. Don't try to do too much. Just go out there and have fun. And if you start to like it, then you want to start getting to a point where you're going to get lessons, or just kind of get to a point where you just go to the driving range and start grooving a swing. But if you're going out to the golf course or just the driving range, just go out there and try to hit the ball. That's all you need to know. Just have fun. Don't try to be good right away, because it's not going to happen. This stuff, it's a very hard sport.
Maxwell says, oh, it looks like it's faint. It's maybe the camera angle.
It could be the camera angle. I'm also facing that way too, because we are like at the end of the range right here. So my angle is going towards this way. So I'm here. I could go this way. Let's see. I'll try to hit one straight on so you can see it. Also, this box is actually kind of pushing me this way, so I'm gonna try to hit one dead straight. It's a little baby draw.
DTX golfer on YouTube says, Quay, have you done anything walking / push cart this summer?
Dude, I haven't done much walking, push cart, walking the course this summer. One, it's been hot as hell. Two, I haven't really been playing that much. So I do want to start getting out there and walking a little bit more, just to get me some exercise going. But I don't know, I just gotta start playing more. Maybe I start getting out, at least just like going to my local muni, getting like a twilight tea time and just walk a 9 or an 18, however much I can get. I think I'm gonna start doing that next week, because I want to start getting to a point where I'm hitting the course a little bit more frequently. Because the game is trash right now, boys. It's pretty bad. I can only imagine. Houston heat is like it's like hot and wet out there, right? It's humid as fuck. I did a couple football camps in Houston when I was in high school. Not the business, but you know, kudos to y'all out there. Houston going through it.
Max says the swing has a look track.
I mean, Max, the swing is fine. It's just, I don't know. This is driving range swings. When I'm on the driving range, I just tend to swing and hit the ball a lot better than I do when I'm out there on the course. I'm sure anybody that's ever played golf can attest to that. Driving range swings, golf course swings, two completely different. For whatever reason, I don't know why.
DTX Golfer on YouTube says those are some sick shoes. What brand is that?
Oh, these are just the Nikes, bro. The Nikes Metcons. These are the customized colorway, though. You go to Nike.com and go to the Metcons, and you can just customize your own little colorway. This is one of many that I have. Love these shoes, very comfortable. Got an 8-iron right now. That was very chunky and fat. Oh,
Someone said
yo,
yo.
yo. Who said yo?
Nice hoodie service though.
Oh man, appreciate that. If y'all do ever so kind, y'all want to like, follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, that would be dope. So you guys know right now I am live on both my YouTube and my TikTok right now. I haven't posted anything on my TikTok in I don't know how long, so I would imagine that I'm not going to really get that many people coming through on the TikTok front. But you know, if you guys do, come over to YouTube.
There was a sub on YouTube. Maxwell says range swings don't cost you shots. No pressure on the range.
Exactly. No pressure on the range. You ain't going anywhere. You're not really. I mean, I'm aiming at targets, but you know, it's not. You don't have obstacles in your way. You don't have trees to deal with. You get a perfect lie, and you're hitting off mats too, which is kind of cheating.
Lock says what camera is that?
What camera is that?
What camera is that? What camera are you on?
I mean, these are just iPhones, brother. Are you talking about that thing right there?
Oh, I don't know. Viva Golf says first.
Viva Golf is never first. He always says first, and he's never first.
Locke says the one on the ground.
That is a Rapsodo launch monitor. Rapsodo MLM2 Pro. Shout out them.
A short guy on YouTube says nice swing. What's your handicap?
Thank you, a short guy on YouTube. Handicap. I don't keep a handicap. I know that's kind of crazy. A lot of people, anytime I say that, a lot of people look at me weird. I do keep score every time I play, but I just don't register it. So I will say though, I'm usually shooting in like the mid 80s, mid to high 80s, sometimes in the 90s. Your occasional triple digit, but I would say consistently I probably shoot in the high 80s, low 90s. That's where I'm. So I'm guessing that's probably around like a 15 handicap, 14, something like that.
And then someone said, you've been hitting the gym looking jacked.
I have been trying to get back into the gym lately, which is probably why my swing is going haywire right now because everything's starting to feel foreign. But yeah, I've been in the gym like 4 or 5 times a week, just trying to get my fat ass back in shape. It's kind of leaving me a little bit. So yeah. Oh.
Viva Golf said, so, oh, sorry. Viva Golf said, how's the game going? Been improving?
Viva, it has been declining, to be honest with you. we've been on a downward spiral lately. I haven't really been playing much. New job and everything has been taking a chokehold of my time. But when I do get out occasionally, like once a week, I'll probably go play. Me and Steph will just go to a course and just play a little bit. But yeah, I haven't been playing too much. Like I shot a 94 the other day, and like 2 weeks ago before that, I shot like an 86. But I've been playing some pretty cool courses though. I just got to get out and play more. I haven't been playing nearly enough. I haven't been swinging the club enough. I haven't been going to the range. No practice whatsoever. So I got to start getting back into it.
Youth golf says so. A 1v1 is in the works.
After all that I just said, you want to play a 1v1 just so you can say that you beat me? That's crazy, bro.
Locke says how many different swing thoughts you have on playing.
How many different swing thoughts do I have? I try to not to have a swing thought at all, to be honest with you. So what I typically do is get all the pre-shot routines. So I'm thinking about the yardage, the distance, the angles, what type of swing that I want. But once I address the ball, I try to forget everything and just focus on hitting the white thing that's staring at me in the face. So once I get over the ball, once I address it, I'm not thinking about nothing else but just hitting the ball.
Someone said his swings are literally unmatched.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Swing is okay. Trying to dial it back in. By the way, you guys,
With your swing,
Steph,
you should be 80s to mid 70s. You gotta find the leaks.
the leak is, I can tell you right now, the leak is short game. Just because, like I said, I don't practice enough. So when I get around the green, this is when I typically start to add a couple strokes. Your occasional duffed wedge or a missed hit putt. Because short game, I feel like it's just all feel. So I just gotta get back to a point where I'm like going to the practice facilities and just start practicing short game. I think once I do that and I practice regularly, say like 2-3 times a week, I think I can get down to like a single digit handicap fairly quickly. It's just time, man. I don't want to make the excuse, but your boy ain't got that much time on his hands these days.
B. Brandon said, gotta bench the Scotty.
Gotta bench the Scotty. I don't think it's the Scotty. I refuse to be one of those dudes that's like saying it's the arrow instead of the Indian. It's definitely the Indian. Because I've been in situations where I've been dialed with that Scotty. I've also been in situations where I just like don't know what the fuck I'm doing around the green. So it's me. It's not the club. I don't want to blame the club.
Yeah, I think it's me as Angela. Someone said, well said.
Thank you.
Tyson said, what club are you hitting?
Right now, this is an 8-iron. Just kind of grooving an 8-iron, trying to swing smooth, get a feel for it. By the way, guys, my girlfriend is reading comments. She's looking at me weird. Fiance. I hate saying that. She's reading the comments, so shout out to her. Be nice in the comment section. Otherwise, she's not going to read your comment.
Max says, what is your 175 club? There's a 175 club?
It's the club that goes 175 yards, Steph.
Oh.
Yeah, 175 club is my 8-iron.
Maxwell says, do this. Practice from the round green out to the 150 yards.
Yeah, no, like if I have time to do that, I would definitely practice more 50 yards and in, 80 yards and in, 100 yards and in. Because like I said, if I can dial that in, I can shave a lot of strokes. But I don't. And also I've never taken a lesson before either. So taking a lesson probably could help.
And Angela said, well, it's 11:32. I gotta go to bed. I hope many people come to watch you tonight.
Good night, Angelo. Angelo?
I think it's Angela.
Appreciate you,
I
bro.
read it as Angela at first. I
Rapsodo is currently off because we're using the phones now to go live. It's just sitting here. Like right before we went live, we got a couple numbers in. But right now I'm using an 8 iron. It's like my 170, 175 club. If I'm striping it.
D-Tex Halford said drive for show, putt for dough.
Yeah. Here's a question though. I was having this debate with one of my homeboys recently. What's the most important club in the bag, and you guys' opinions in the comments? You guys in the chat, give me your opinion on what's the most important club in the bag. I'll tell you mine after I read a couple of them off.
Damon said good draw.
Thanks, Damon.
Damon says what do you need at this point?
I'm not mad at that, Damon.
Max says driver. Rennie says 4H.
4 hybrid. 4 hybrid. I have a 3 hybrid. I don't even have a 4 hybrid. But
Amy says putter.
putter, that's a common one. It's probably the more popular one.
9 iron.
9 iron is kind of random. You can go a whole round without even using your 9 iron. So I think that was more of a troll comment.
Golf until Valhalla says, Will, where you at today?
We are at Rolling Heights Golf Center, Rolling Heights, California. All right, guys, so some good answers. I think the most important club in the bag to me is the driver. And here's why I say that. I know drive for dough, putt for dough, all that good stuff. Drive for show, putt for dough. But if you're not getting off of the tee, and you're probably going to use your driver probably like 12 times around at least. So if you're not getting off the tee and your driver and you're throwing it into the woods, you're chunking it, you're setting the tone. The driver sets the tone for the entire round. So if you're not getting off the tee properly and setting yourself up for a really good approach shot, you're behind the 8 ball already. So if you're getting to the green and you're chipping and putting for like double bogey, triple bogey.
B-Dog says driver because it will determine my score that day.
100%. Anytime that I've ever shot really low, and I've shot twice in the 70s before, anytime that I've ever had a really good round is because my driver was working.
Mr. Eek, so what club are you hitting?
This is an 8 iron. Oh, slapped at that one. But yeah, so that's my opinion. Driver, most important club in the bag because it just literally sets the tone for your entire hole that you're playing. So if you pipe a good drive, you can still chunk a wedge and still get up and down for a par. But if you hit a driver and you slice it and it's OB, now you're hitting 3, 4, and now you're just completely behind the 8 ball. So get that driver dialed in.
Golf until Valhalla says, were you on my live today? I saw your name and I thought it may have been you. Wanted to say thanks for tuning in.
That was not me, so I don't want to take credit for somebody else, but that was not me, unfortunately.
It could be your other account. Your other TikTok.
I wasn't on anybody's live today.
Huh?
I wasn't on anybody's live today.
No, I know, but you have that other account. That's not you.
Oh, I think that got rectified. Yeah, there's a Purdy account, a fake account out there with my name and likeness on it. So if you guys ever see Quay Potts with 2 S's, that is not me. I don't know if they fucking took that guy's account yet though, but
Nobby said 70s. That's like
who said that?
Nobby.
Yeah, so if you probably wasn't here earlier. When I was shot a 70, that was about a year ago now, a year and a half ago. And I haven't really been playing a lot lately. This is my first range session in probably like 6 months. Play about once every other week on a course, so my game is not where it needs to be right now. It's definitely on a downward spiral right now, so I'm trying to find a way to get it back.
Brian Waves says, what is your handicap?
I don't keep a handicap. Just because I do keep score every time I play, but I don't like log it in to like any type of app or anything. So I have no idea what my handicap is, but I will tell you that typically when I play, my average score is anywhere from like the mid 80s to like the low 90s. So right now it's probably like low 90s to mid 90s with your occasional triple digit. But yeah, when I was playing at my best, I would probably say I was around like a mid 80s on a consistent
Noah
basis.
says he'll sleep with it.
Appreciate that, Noah.
Raphael says, what are your specs on your irons and drivers, shafts, etc.?
Specs, switch clubs.
Noah
So
says five.
I have all my irons are 130 gram with the shafts, extra stiff, plus half an inch in length, extended. Standard lie driver. I have to look at it, but I'm pretty sure it's like a 150, 120 gram. I have to look at it. I'm not sure. No, that doesn't sound right. 120 gram.
Mystery Ink says driver next.
All right, driver. A little warmed up, I guess.
Noah likes your live.
No, I appreciate it. So we go driver. Let you guys see the driver head cover. Pretty fresh. TaylorMade QI35. Oh, this first one's probably gonna slice so hard. Or duck hook. Which one? Slicer or duck hook? Or dead straight? No, I don't feel good.
Noah keeps liking your live.
Appreciate the likes, Noah. All right, here we go. Let's see. Got a little power, a little fade right there. That one kind of hurt. Oh. If anybody got any tips for me, if you guys see something in my swing that I could correct, like I said, I've never taken a lesson before. I'm pretty much completely self-taught. I know I have a couple issues where I'm like, I don't get my hips into it as much as I should. So a lot of people tell me that when I get here, I stop my hips and I just use all arms. So I get to a point where I can put my hips into it and probably get the ball a lot further than what I'm hitting it currently. But you know, it's one of the things that's difficult for me. Can't do it. But I probably can't tell from that back angle, but. This tee is actually a little low. Kind of like it low, but.
Colin says, never take your knee towards the ball.
Which knee? My left knee? Towards the ball? You want to take it away from the ball, right?
Brandon
It's
says,
like
watch the start line.
start line. What do you mean by that?
Colin said, back of stance knee.
I'm gonna go slightly higher with the tee. So typically with me, I like teeing the ball low, especially for my driver, because I could control it better. The higher I tee it, the further it can go, but also the more movement it gets. So typically, can't really tell you where it's gonna go. Tee it low, keep it low, control it, and I'll probably get about 260, 275 with that. Tee it up to my normal height. I can probably get it to like, average is around like 295, 305, somewhere in that range.
So Brandon says, I may have a preference of where you want the ball to start, like the face behind the ball towards the way you want it to go.
Little pull. I get you. So it's basically like line up the club first, then set your feet. I think that's what you mean.
Max says, great swing path.
Thanks, Max. High one.
Elijah said, are you hitting that net?
I think I am hitting that net. I think there was one of them that probably went over it.
Someone asked, what's your handicap?
I don't keep a handicap. I don't know what my handicap is. I mean, I keep score every time I play, but handicap-wise, I don't necessarily record it and I don't send it anywhere. But my average score is about an 86 to like 95, somewhere in between that. If I'm playing good, I'm usually in the 80s, mid 80s. If I'm playing okay, I'm usually like in the high 80s, low 90s. But it's all short game.
Which said, what's your average drive?
I'd say average drive, like a stock driver, would probably be like from 285 to like 295. I definitely can get it to like 315. I think the longest drive I've ever had was like 330. But on average, I'd probably say like 275, 285, somewhere in there. All right, one more driver. I'll come back to it later.
Zane says your driver looks great. Can you practice iron?
Thanks, man. Last driver.
Someone says, what's your lowest score?
Lowest score I've ever recorded was a 75? 70, 75. I shot a 75 and a 7, no, it was a 76. 76 and a 78. Two lowest scores that happened in Thailand with caddies, so that's probably a big reason why, to be honest, because like they were helping me read putts and shit. I'm gonna go a couple hybrids. Damn.
Zane says, I think you hit every fairway with that driver.
Not when I'm on the course. On the driving range, I'm lethal. When I'm not on the actual course, I don't know, I get in my head too much.
Zos says, Ladyboy
Ladyboy caddies, that's funny. But yeah, pretty much. They probably were ladyboys, some of them.
Colin says,
Nah, they were all ladies. They were actual ladies. Dope caddy experience out there too, by the way. If you guys ever travel out to Thailand, caddy experience out there is pretty elite.
Colin says, your swing looks good, man. Smooth transition to the zone and good form.
Appreciate that, man. Who said that?
I think it's Colin.
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 Appreciate that, bro. We're trying to groove a swing back. Like I said, I haven't been playing too much lately. This is the first range session in like 6 months. I play like maybe once every other week on the weekends. So game's been taking a downward spiral lately, so I'm trying to get back into the groove of things. Hopefully we start hitting the range a little bit more. Oh, that felt weird.
Coolest guy ever.
I appreciate that, bro. I try. I'm not really a big fan of all the newer influencers out there, especially the golf influencers that are super rowdy and whatever. It's probably why I don't have a ton of followers and shit. But I don't know. I like to keep it chill, low key. Don't like to think that I'm better than anybody. Just out here for the vibes. You know what I mean?
Zoe says to call you Quavo.
Quavo. No, not really. Oh, there it is.
Rodney says one of the smoothest swing for a non-pro.
I appreciate that, man.
Adam gave you a follow.
So you guys don't know, I've been golfing for probably about a little over 4 years now. I think I'm like 4.5 years in. Started in like June, so yeah, about 4.5 years. A little over 4.5. So I'm still pretty new.
Jesse says need to practice on grass mats. Oh, need to practice on grass. The mats ain't good. Jesse.
I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. But you don't always have that luxury. If we had a lit grass driving range around here, I'd be there all the time. I promise you.
He gave you a follow.
On TikTok. Appreciate that.
Ethan asks, what club are you using now?
This is just a little 60. I'm getting a little tired, so I'm just taking some little baby swings so I don't bore you guys to death with not hitting the ball. Talking and hitting balls is pretty, takes a lot of energy out of you. If I can just do that on the course with my 60 degree, I'd be fucking lethal.
TJ said, how long did it take you to get consultant with the driver?
Consistent.
Swinging with it right now.
Consistent.
I think that's what he meant.
How long did it take me to get consistent with the driver? I'm still not consistent with it, so I wouldn't say I'm consistent with it at all. But how long did it take me to get decently consistent with it? I'd probably say it's like 2 years, 3 years. But again, I'm not consistent with it at all. I still struggle with it. That's like one of my biggest struggle clubs is the driver. Just so unpredictable.
Big TX says, I'm 6'3", just started golfing about 6 months ago. 1-10, should I get fitted?
So you just started golfing 6 months ago. Are you hitting the clubs consistently yet? If you're not, I'd say hold off on the fitting until you can hit the club consistently. What you should do, because it really doesn't matter at this point right now, because you're gonna get fitted right now. Like it doesn't hurt to get fitted, to be honest with you. But what's gonna end up happening is you're gonna get fitted. 6 months from now, a year from now, you're gonna develop a completely different swing as you start to get better, and then your clubs aren't gonna work for you anymore. So I'd say don't get fitted unless you're ready to buy a brand new set of clubs. But if you're only 6 months in, you shouldn't be, honestly, you really shouldn't be using a brand new set of clubs. Go get a used go get a used set and just start grooving a swing. If anything, if you do get a used set, the most you should do getting fitted wise, go get a used set, take it into a golf shop, and tell them to just adjust it to your height and weight. So like your swing weight. So if you have to get it extended, you might have to get it extended by like an inch, half an inch, something like that. Because I'm about 6'4", 6'3". My club is extended a half an inch. I have 130 extra stiff shafts. But again, that's because I grooved the swing. I didn't get fitted until I was about maybe 2 years in, 3 years in.
So TJ said, what clubs do you have and which do you recommend? I'm buying my own set finally, but I don't know, is Wilson good?
So in terms of clubs and brands, I currently gaming the TaylorMade P790s 2025 edition. So the brand new TaylorMade P790s. I don't think it really matters, especially if you're a beginner, and I would imagine you'd be a beginner since you're asking that question. If you're a beginner, it doesn't really matter what clubs you get. Just get some clubs that's gonna help you get out and practice more. So one of the things that I would recommend is going to like a Roger Dunn, because they usually have clubs that you can just test out and just go test out a bunch of different brands, see what you like, and then just go from there.
So Big TX, the one who said he's 6'3", he said consistent, yes, but don't have distance control yet. But I feel like I'm too tall for my set I have now.
Yeah, so if you're too tall, it's easy just to go in and get your clubs extended. You don't have to buy anything new. Basically what they'll do is just take off the grips and they'll add an extension to the top of the club. So it's the same clubs, they'll just make it longer for you. So I would recommend going to do that. Just so you're not like super hunched over, because when I first started, I was like bending over like this. So typically when you address the ball, you want to be in an athletic stance, nice and tall, so you're comfortable and you can get through the ball. If you're bending over too much, you're restricting your movement. So I would definitely recommend going to get at least extended.
Big TX says I tried 1.75 extended 105 pace and I hit my 5 over 200. Can't do that with my standard iron.
Yeah, so again, like I said, it's probably just like an issue with you getting into a more of an athletic stance. So if you're taller, longer clubs will help you kind of stay upright rather than getting here. So if you're upright, you can get through the ball a lot easier, which will cause the ball to go a lot further. So,
TJ said thanks for replying to all the messages for us. Appreciate you both.
of course, man, appreciate you guys for rocking with the content. If you guys will ever so kind to go subscribe to the YouTube channel, Quay Potts. If you're on TikTok, it's in the description. If you're on YouTube right now, just hit your boy with a subscribe. We're trying to build the YouTube channel. Appreciate it.
TX followed you and he said appreciate you, bro.
Oh, nice. Big TX, where you from? You sound like a cool dude. Judging by the name Big TX, I'm gonna guess you're in Texas. Is that the guy that's in Houston? Need a drink. Oh. Whew.
Colin just gave you a follow.
Appreciate the follow, Colin. If you're ever so kind, make sure you go to your YouTube channel, subscribe to that channel. That's where I'm trying to get everybody to go to anyways. I'm rarely on TikTok these days.
Big TX said he's from Dead Center in Mansfield.
Mansfield? That sounds familiar, but I don't know exactly where that is. But I was gonna say, man, if you ever find yourself in Cali, hit me up, bro. We'll have to get either a round in with you or hang out on the driving range or whatever. Only goes for anybody else in the chat. If you guys ever in the Cali area, Southern California, always down to get a round in.
Kiwi Small says I'm just recently getting back into golf after breaking my neck and upper back. Vintage her.
Breaking your neck and upper back, bro. What happened? Sorry to hear that, first of all.
Kiwi Smalls followed you.
Kiwi Smalls, appreciate the follow.
Satisfied followed you.
step aside, man. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate you guys liking the video. Make sure you guys also go hit the YouTube channel. Shoot me a subscribe. Would definitely appreciate that.
Keith Small says the car accident was halfway ejected from the car.
Damn, bro. Glad you're still here, my guy.
Tika says, what tips do you have for getting your lead arm at a higher angle at the top of the backswing?
Flexibility.
Mine is
Get,
still more horizontal and I just need to get it higher.
so you're probably meaning that yours is more like here and you can't get it higher. So it's not so much your arms, it's more hip rotation and turn. So work on your core, lower back, get some flexibility in your hips, and you should be able to get it back further, get longer, and you'll hit the ball further. So flexibility is key. Gotta be a little flexible. Something I need to work on too.
Rodney says, what's the average cost per round in Cali?
Depends on what you play, obviously, but say for a weekend golfer around California, you're probably paying for a decent course anywhere from like $80 to 100. Nice courses, you're in like the 100 to 130 range. Really nice courses, like really nice courses, can get up to like 250 to 6, 7, 800 bucks. For example, Trump National by the beach or by the ocean, I think can get up to like $1,100 a play, which is crazy. I would never pay never pay that, but I did play there before. I played it for free. Was in a foursome with my boy Steve Smith Sr., Carolina Panthers. Not to name drop, but it was pretty cool. What'd you say?
Marco's asking, best drills?
Best drills. Ooh. So there's a couple of them. I don't do them anymore, but one of my homeboys who's a really good golfer, Duffer's Diary, shout out him. The pump drill. So if you have trouble slicing the ball, you want to do a nice pump drill. So basically you get the ball club up, you do 3 pumps, and on the 3rd pump, you hit the ball. So basically what this drill is helping you do is getting to a point where you're not coming over the top. A lot of times golfers come over the top and they swipe across the ball and it slices. So the pump drill allows you to keep yourself in the pocket rather than coming here. So you're pumping, and that will help you get the club going from in to out, creating a nice little. So that's one, pump drill. Another one is the pause drill. Same concept. Get up, pause, and then come down and hit the ball. Because a lot of the times people, they get too antsy. So they get the club up and they want to go right away. So it allows you to be a little more patient with your backswing. So get the club all the way up and then come down. So that's another one that I like.
Nate says, try just one swing standing one step back further from the ball and it will eliminate your fade.
I don't usually hit a fade, which is crazy. I'm hitting a lot of fades right now. But I'm not really thinking about too much of the swing right now, but my typical shot shape is a draw. I rarely ever hit a fade, but I'm hitting a lot of fades right now just because I'm probably talking, winded, gassed. So here's another drill too that I like. Another drill that helped me out a lot in terms of like where the club should come. So you come here, you adjust the ball, put it on the shoulder, rotate, and swing. I butchered that, but yeah.
Someone who said born in an accident says focusing on content and living life to the fullest after an accident, golf content full throttle now.
Love that, dude. Especially after a life-changing crash and accident like that. you have no choice but to just live life to the fullest because you just, in all intents and purposes, you're lucky to be here. So good for you, dude. Live it up. Do whatever the fuck you want. Have fun. I respect it.
Oh, it says, do you interlock or baseball grip?
I'm an interlock. I used to do a base. I used to do an overlap. I used to be this type of guy when I first started, but I didn't have like a whole lot of. Problem was with this grip, the club used to shift in my hands during the backswing. So now I interlock to kind of keep everything in line.
Someone said, dump all that, just hit it.
Duck all that, just hit it. I gotta pace myself, bro. I'm getting winded out here. Talking and hitting balls is not easy.
WJ said, looks sweet.
Thanks, WJ. Oh, fuck. Range is getting busy. It's packed. It's packed right now.
WJ gave you a follow.
WJ, appreciate you, bright guy.
Reagan said, what kind of clubs are you using?
Oh, snap that. These are TaylorMade P790s, 2025. Got a pitching wedge through 4-iron, also 60-degree, 54, and a 50. And I have a 3 hybrid and a 3 wood, all TaylorMade, except for my putter.
Reagan said, solid.
Huh?
Did you try this?
What is this?
3
3-iron.
iron.
It's a blade?
Stiff.
Oh, it was a little fat. Let me try one more. This thing is like a butter knife, bro.
Yeah.
This thing,
$20 a little shop.
it was 20 bucks. Oh, I keep hitting it fat. Now I'm getting competitive. Hold on. I have one flush.
You got it in you, man.
Third time's a charm. Here we go. Ah. All right, last one. Last one for real. Dude, this is hard to hit. Man, that was better. That's crazy. This thing is literally like a fucking butter knife. Thank you, bro. That was kind of cool. This is a random dude. I don't know that guy at all. Again, guys, shout out to the company, Ghost Golf, the employer. All right, you got a question?
Well, let's see. Golf Stinger just saw that and said, stick with basketball, Jackson.
You stick with basketball. My basketball days are long gone, dude.
Brandon said, what's your home course?
Home course. I don't really have a home course, but if I were to pick one, because the reason why I don't have a home course is I try to play as many courses that I have never played before, especially since I'm on the YouTube journey, on the road to 100, with 200 courses played. So every weekend I'm trying to play a new course. So I rarely play the same course twice, but there's a course down the street from my house called Goose Creek. I wouldn't say that's my home course, but it's one of my favorites. Goose Creek, El Prado, maybe. It's like a home practice course. But one of my favorite courses in the area is Goose Creek for sure.
EG Lakers is asking what range it is.
EG Lakers?
Yeah.
Laker fan. This is Rolling Heights Golf Center.
Chris is asking, have you ever gotten lessons?
Never took a lesson before. All self-taught. People keep telling me to take lessons, but at that battery die? People keep telling me to take lessons, but you know, I'm at that point now where it's just like, I just want to see how far I can get, how good I can get without taking a lesson. So I'm at a point now, I'm just like, I'm out here just for the vibes, for the fun of it. I don't really care how good I get. Just want to get good enough so I'm not losing any golf balls. That'd be sick.
Jonathan from YouTube says Goose Creek.
Goose Creek is so fun. Hard, but fun. And it's crazy because Goose Creek doesn't necessarily look that hard, but what makes that course hard is the greens. But the conditions there are always super pure, super nice. Feels like a country club when you're there. Everything is well maintained year round, which is crazy. But yeah, Goose Creek is legit.
Galen says your tempo is something I'd pay too much money to have.
You know what's crazy is like when I started developing a golf rhythm and a tempo in my swing, because a lot of people say that I developed a good swing really, really quickly without lessons. And one of the main things I did was just videotape myself on the range a lot. I would go to the range like 3 to 4 times a week. Always have the camera up, just like, and I was terrible, obviously, but I always be videotaping my swing, and I would watch myself back, and then I would watch the pros and see how they used to do things. Because I'm a very visual learner, and I used to just watch, and then over time I started grooving a pretty smooth and decent swing. So I'm pretty proud of what my swing is at, but I know I still have a lot of improvements. It's not perfect, but it is pretty nice. I would give myself that. I'm glad I striped one after I said that, because that would have been embarrassing if I would have shanked that.
Jonathan said number 18 at Goose is a monster.
I love that hole. It is a monster, but I love that hole. I'm always usually in the water, but on the second approach shot. But that hole is very fun to play, if you play it the right way.
Tee it up. He says, I don't have a question, but just wanted to say, what do you think about
Huh?
Tee It Up? You know Tee It Up?
Tee it up.
Lima?
Oh, Nima.
He said, I don't have a question, but I just want to say what's up to the boat.
My guy, Nima. What's up, bro?
The
Shout out Nima, Tee It Up out there in San Diego. If you guys are in the San Diego area and need some golf chiropractor work, get adjusted, make sure you hit up my guy. Tee It Up. Tee It Up Golf. Tee It Up Personal Training.
Disciple, the golf disciple, says hit a high draw, my boy.
High draw. I don't know if I can hit clubs. I hit shot shapes on command, but I'll try it. High draw. Here we go. With a 7-iron. High draw. There you go. Nima, bro. Shoot the invite, bro. I'm there. Me and Steph was low-key sitting on the couch today trying to find a golf course to play, and we're trying to find somewhere that we haven't played before. And I was actually looking at some courses out in the San Diego area, but we decided to just come to the range. It was kind of hot, but yeah, bro, I'm down to come out there and play with you again. Definitely got to tee it up one more time. No pun intended. By the way, was that a high draw? I think that was a high draw.
Someone said that ball didn't draw and there was a fade.
That's definitely not a fade.
Sylvan says, I like river balls.
Riverwalk. I don't think I've ever played Riverwalk. Where's that at? Yeah, that was low pool. See if I can actually draw it. Since y'all being critical. Nope.
In San Diego.
Oh, Riverwalk in San Diego. Is it nice? Yeah, what's that price look like? I'm always looking for some new courses to play. Let me know in the comment section, what is the best course you guys have played, no matter where you're at. I just want to know, I'm curious. Best course, best golf experience you guys had, and I'll tell you mine. Well, I'm lined up right because the range is literally pushing me right. We're at the end of the range this way. And there's a net like right here. So I'm aiming literally here because I don't want to aim straight down the middle. And the tee box is literally pushing me that way. I think. I don't know.
Silver says Spanish Bay in response to your golf course questions.
I've also played Spanish Bay, and I'd probably say Spanish Bay is my
Said 450 is the price.
450 is crazy. But yeah, I've also played Spanish Bay. It's one of my favorite courses that I've played so far. Spanish Bay was nice. That was a cool experience. I gotta get back out there and see if I can get on Pebble or that other one. What's that other one over there?
Silver says, I don't think you can hit a draw.
Probably not. Not right now, anyways. But my shot shape is usually a draw.
Jeremy says, what are your best clubs?
I don't really have a best club. I'd say maybe my pitching wedge. I love hitting that thing. Or my 3-wood. 3-wood hybrid, I love hitting those clubs.
Silver says Pebbles at 850 plus 2 night stay.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I haven't played Pebble yet. I'm broke as fuck.
And then OC says Royal Blood Golf Course in Slovenia.
Slovenia. That would be sick. My stomach is growling.
Someone has quoted you and said, my shot shape is usually a draw, but you have the most fade bias swing.
Well, go to my YouTube channel and watch my videos if you think I'm lying. I'm on the range right now, so you can't really, hitting off mats, you can't judge a swing off hitting off mats. And plus, I haven't really been playing that much lately, so my swing is all over the place right now. I'm hitting a bunch of fades right now. That's probably because like I'm talking a lot. Not to give myself an excuse, but you know, I'm not really trying right now. I'm just hitting the ball.
Franco said, let's see a DOD.
I'm definitely not gonna do a DOD.
What's a DOD?
Driver off the deck. I don't want to break my driver. Only because I haven't really been playing that much lately. And I don't really trust myself to do that right now. I've done it before, but no, not right now.
Silver says extreme course Black Hole.
Same, bro. I definitely want to go check out that course. There's a bunch of them out there too, out that way. Black Desert. There's Wolf Creek. And there's a bunch of courses. The Wind. Some dream courses.
So Silva says all good, no one's perfect, and then the sauce says motherfuckers really be hating in here instead of hitting the range. Bros hit the ball well.
I appreciate that, bro. It's all good. It's just some friendly banter. I ain't mad at it.
Ooh, Captain J.
Oh, I'll tell you right now, though, I'm tired as fuck. I'm winded.
Captain Shade said last month my bike
Cinnamon Hill, that sounds dope. Yeah, I've only played out of the country maybe twice. I've been, well, not twice, but I've played in 2 different countries before, Thailand and Mexico. Jamaica would be crazy. What part of Jamaica was that? Was that kind of like near Kingston?
OC says they are all good hits. Texas is asking what you swing.
Right now I'm swinging with a 7 iron. Oh, stomach is growling, I'm hungry.
Shane says it's in Montego Bay.
Montego, I've been there before. Oh, ouch. Been to Montego Bay before, but I wasn't golfing back then. But Montego Bay was fun. I loved it out there.
Tina says you gotta get out and play Madeiras and Aviara.
Ooh, Aviara would be fun, bro. I haven't played there yet. You got hookups? Aviara is like isn't that like $400? But yeah, I'm down for Madeira too. That was fun.
Silver says all the front threes at, was it called Aviara?
Aviara.
Tiva says, yes sir, I got you.
Let's do it, bro. So I don't keep a handicap. I mean, obviously I keep score every time I play, but I don't necessarily report scores to keep a handicap. One, because I don't really believe in the handicap system. I know it's kind of a controversial topic, but yeah, I don't keep a handicap. But I will say that my average score is probably around like an 86 to 95, somewhere in that range. Obviously, if I'm playing well, I'm shooting in the mid 80s typically. So when I was playing consistently, I was consistently in like anywhere from like 84 to like 88. But now I'm probably like in the mid 90s at this point because I haven't been playing.
Someone said, Wizard of the Art, says, I like the pants. I need a new pair of golf joggers.
These aren't really golf joggers, but yeah, appreciate it.
The one who went to his wife in Jamaica says we stayed for 4 days, 3 nights, and golf was included in the package. The total with airfare was $12.50.
For both of you guys? $12.50 for both of you guys? That's not bad at all. Add that to the list.
Logan says, man, I'm trying to get into golf, but I'm not sure how to improve my swing.
Ow. Chunky. The guy that says he wants to get into golf, he's not sure how to improve his swing. Honestly, bro, it's just gonna, obviously, the easy answer to that would just to be like take lessons. But I never took lessons, so it's hard for me to recommend that to people. But I would just say go to the driving range, no matter how bad you are, just keep swinging, record yourself swinging so you can see what you're doing wrong, and just keep going until you start to get it.
Someone asked if you're swinging like that and shooting in the mid 80s, low 90s, what's your weakness?
Weakness is definitely short game, as you probably would have guessed. Short game, just because I'm not practicing much at all anymore. So, and it was at one point my short game was like really good, really dialed in, but everything else was really bad. Lately, it's flipped, so I'm hitting the longer irons, longer clubs, really good right now. But the short game is just really bad. Like there's no feel when I get around the greens, and I know I just need to get to a point where I'm like practicing more, but like I said, I don't practice enough. This is my first range session in like 6 months. Every time that I touch a golf club, I'm usually playing around, and that's probably like once every other week, once a month, damn near. So I'm just not playing as much as I used to. Game's definitely taking a downward spiral right now. Oh, snap hook. Oh. Definitely getting tired, boys. Definitely getting tired. But we're gonna try to pull through it. We're gonna muscle through these. You guys don't understand answering questions and hitting balls at the same time. It's very tiring.
Yellow Bull said, what shot can you call on when you are in the need of a good shot?
Just a good shot. I can't call on anything. So it just depends on where you're at on the course. If I'm ever in trouble, I'm usually pulling like a 7-iron and laying up. So if I find myself on like the rough, way off to the right in the trees, 7-iron is usually the club that gets me out of trouble. Either that or like a pitching wedge or a hybrid, depending on where I'm at on the course, obviously. But yeah. Ugh.
Silva's asking, you played Pachanga, right? Rate that one.
Play what?
You played Pachanga, right?
I,
Rate it.
I did play Pachanga once. It was very windy that day. Love that course though. Very challenging.
What would you rate it?
I'd rate that course pretty high. That was a fun course. I don't would give it a rating system. I was like, what, like 1 through 10? It's definitely up there. I would say it's probably up there, one of the better courses that I've played. Conditions was really nice. It was just stupid windy. It's on my YouTube channel. I filmed around there. Go check it out. But yeah, definitely rate that course really high. That was fun. Dope views.
Frank's asking, what course do you play?
What course do I play? I try to play a little bit of everything. So I'm doing this thing right now on the YouTube channel where I try to play as many different courses as I possibly can. So I'm on the road right now to 200 courses played. I just played my 100th course at Sandpiper out there in Santa Barbara, which was super fun. So I'm at about, I think I just had an aneurysm right there. Jesus, let me slow down. I think my course total right now is about 103. So anytime I get a chance to get out and play, I try to play a new course just to get more courses underneath my belt and document the journey. So
Yellow Bull says, you look like you play a lot of power Ks and slide Ks. That's a good beat. Work on draw.
so here's the funny thing about that comment. Who said that?
Yellow Bull?
Yellow Bull?
Yellow.
Yellow Bull, something like that. I don't know. But here's the funny thing about that, because right now everything's fading. Probably thinking that's probably because I'm hitting off mats and I'm tired and I haven't played in a while. But if you go watch my content on YouTube, all my rounds, my typical shot shape is a draw. I'm usually drawing the ball or pulling the ball. So a lot of my balls are going right to left. But right now they're going left to right, which is it's actually kind of weird. But you know, I'm not mad at it. I can't do it on command though.
Apple user says, where did you get the ghost golf from? And Curious George is asking, your hat is cut. What's the brand?
We'll do the hat first. The hat is from Black Active Golf. Shout out to Black Active Golf. Hit them up on Instagram. I think they're still selling hats, but dope company. I got a chance to play golf with him, the owner of that company, a few times. But yeah, dope brand. And as far as the golf towel, Ghost Golf, and the bag, shout out with the glove. I got it from Ghost Golf, dude. So I'm not really supposed to show these actually, because these aren't out yet. I work for the company though. I work for Ghost Golf. These towels are not out yet. They should be coming pretty soon. But yeah, sneak peek on the new Ghost Golf towels that are coming out. Again, I might get in trouble for this, but who cares? It's pretty sick. Very nice quality. I think these are gonna be the tour towels. So like guys that are on like PGA and shit. I think that's what we made them. Sticks and Halos in the chat.
Finished playing Chester, Washington Golf Course. Rachel shot a 98.
Shout out Rachel for breaking 100. That's what's up. Sticks and Halos, we gotta like link up again and maybe come out to a range session and go live or something. That would be dope. Shout out to Sticks and Halos. I just shot a video with them. We played around at what course is that? Maybe Destroyer course. Dope channel. Make sure you guys go follow Sticks and Halos Golf. What'd you say?
Where's this range at in SoCal?
Rolling Heights. We're in Rolling Heights, California. Double decker range, bunch of spots. Really, really cool practice facility. 15 bucks for 130 balls, which is a great deal.
Yellow Bull says before that, that was a beautiful shot. It looks like you need a play tire to get shots like that.
Yeah. You don't want to see me play tire when I'm out there on the course. It gets ugly real quick.
Tell them I said hi, Sticks and Halos. I said hi, Steph.
Steph said, "What's up?" Sticks and Halos golf. Steph said, "Hey."
Magmalar says I got the Oreo and the big bag. Why?
Oreo is one of the more popular bags that go sales. I would say that black and white does really, really pop, and that shit looks dope. That color blocking is elite.
Wolf is asking if you ever played in Nebraska.
Never played in Nebraska. I never been to Nebraska.
Houston is asking if there's some pointers on swinging the ball.
Swinging what?
Swinging the ball.
Swinging the ball or the club?
The ball.
Some pointers. There's another fade. What am I doing? Pointers is, everybody says to have a swing thought, but honestly, I try not to have a swing thought. So the biggest tip that I can give people is, because golf is it's super mental, right? So if you're trying to hit a shot when you're addressing the ball, as soon as you get to a point where you're addressing, don't worry about where the ball is going to go. All that should be done and calculated before you even get up to the ball. So when you're standing behind it, you're gauging how hard you're going to swing it, where you're going to aim, how you're going to line up. So once you get here, lined up, your aim, you know how you're going to swing it, how hard. Now at this point, don't think about none of that and just focus on hitting the ball, nothing else. I probably explained that really badly, but biggest thing is when you get to the ball and you're addressing it, don't worry about shot shapes, don't worry about trying to hit the green, don't worry about not trying to hit the trees, don't worry about anything. Take everything out of your head and just focus on hitting the ball. And if you did everything right pre-shot, it's going to go where you need it to go.
Yellow Bull says your swing path is outside. Your a swing path is outside, and that's why it's fading.
Yeah, I can feel it too because I feel like I'm coming out here, kind of swiping across the ball a little bit, and I'm swinging. I'm not being patient with my backswing, so.
Tristan's asking what club's that.
This is a 3 hybrid. I mean a 3-wood. QI 35.
Official says playing a complete newbie, but that makes sense.
Yeah, so if you're new, the only thing you should be concerned about is making contact. Let's get to a point where you make contact. Don't worry about where the ball goes. Don't worry about where it goes, how it goes. Don't worry about none of that. Just when you get here, look at that ball, keep your eye on it, and just try to hit it. Then once you get to a point where you're doing that consistently, everything will start to make sense. Don't take it from me. I'm just, I'm not an instructor. I'm new to the game, my damn self. Get to the net. Ooh, hit the net.
Yellow Bull says just for reference, it used to be an assistant coach in high school golf.
Oh, dope. Nice. Yellow bull? Yellow bull?
Yellow Bull.
Yellow bull. Dope, man. How long you been playing? Just so you guys know, I'm like 4 years in. So I'm still new, 4.5 years in. So I'm still pretty new myself. So I appreciate the questions, but don't take advice from me right now because my game is not where it needs to be.
You said you've been playing since 1985.
1985, I wasn't even born yet. That's what's up, I love that.
Chris says I wanted to hate it, but that's a bit hit.
Why'd you want to hate it, Chris? Oh, another fade.
Tristan says, you got any tips for lining up and where to look?
Lining up and where to look. Again, take this with a grain of salt, guys. I'm not in position to be giving any type of tips, but lining up, this is what someone taught me while I was out there on the course one day. Is you want to stand behind the ball, line up your target. So you stand behind the ball, right in front of the target where you want to go. You're going to step around, keep your eye on the target, look down, line up the club, make sure it's going to the car target, then set your feet. Keep that club where it needs to be, and then you're good to go. Now just swing. That was a low one. But yeah, that's how you want to line up. Another tip somebody told me too once is find your target standing behind the ball, and as you're approaching, look about 6 inches in front of the ball and line your club up to that 6-inch mark. And then look at your target to verify, and then get into your swing. Boom. Easy, easy money.
Legend.
Legends,
Said, put one over the net, stop playing with them.
Legends Golf Crew. What's up, my boy? I put one over there earlier today with the driver. I don't know if I can do it now though, because I'm tired. Lower back starting to hurt a little bit.
And Yellow Bulls, piggybacking off of what you said, but remember with all that said, you must trust what you see.
100%. You got to trust it. Golf is like 99. You have to be able to trust what you're doing. If you're going into any type of golf shot and you're second guessing yourself, it's not going to do what you want it to do. Commit to it, trust it, commit. That's exactly right. And I was honestly too, that was one of the biggest hurdles that I had to get over, and I'm still trying to get over. It's because when I'm out there on the golf course and there's obstacles that are in your way, there's trees, there's bunkers, there's OB right, there's water, whatever the case may be, and you're standing over the ball and you're thinking about not going in the hazards, and then that causes you not to trust your swing. So when you get to it, it usually goes awry. So it's a lot of mental that goes into it.
And officials asking, so what kind of pace motion should I be thinking about?
What kind of what?
What kind of pace or motion should I be thinking about?
What kind of pace or motion? So pace, in terms of tempo,
Yeah.
my thing is, because tempo and all that is really big. Again, take this with a grain of salt. But what I've learned is you have to be patient on the backswing. So as much patience you can have here, because typically what a lot of people tend to do, and what I typically do too, is I get antsy. I try to rush to hit the ball since it's not moving right. So you get back here, you want to hurry up and hit the ball because you get excited. But you just have to be able to like bring it back. So think of it like this. You want to load up, then hit. Load up, then hit. So yeah. Nelly Corda has a swing thought. She goes Coca-Cola. So it's like Coca-Cola. So it's one way to look at it.
Legend said, drink some spinach, then hold the finish.
Drink some spinach and then hold the finish.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yellow Bull says he must have patience on the backswing and deliberate on the follow through.
100%. That's exactly right. I'll make sure I go follow that. Go follow. Who said that?
Yellow Bull.
Yellow Bull, yeah. Golf instructor, golf coach at one point. He's been giving some great tips all night.
And then Joey said, can dolphins eat whales?
Probably. I put my money on a dolphin eating a whale any day of the week. Obviously not. All right, here we go. Some drivers to end it. 6 balls left.
Legend says, there goes the big stick.
And honestly, I would say the longer the club gets, so obviously when you go up in clubs, when you get to like your longer irons, your hybrids, woods, driver, the swing is going to take longer because the club is longer. So the backswing should take a little bit longer for the club to get around. So you don't want to short arm it and hit it like a wedge or something like that. Just be a little bit more patient. And balance is everything.
How often do you post golf? I'm really trying to get into golf and went the other day. Well, let's just.
Often do I what?
How often do you post golf? Because I'm really trying to get into golf and went the other day.
How often do I post? I don't post that often. Again, I'm not an influencer by any stretch of the imagination. But I post very rarely. I try to post mostly on YouTube these days and posting my golf rounds. I used to post a lot, but not anymore. So if you guys are in the chat and you guys want to help your boy out, if you're on TikTok right now, click the link in the bio. Go follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. We'll definitely appreciate it. That's the main platform that I'm on these days.
Jason's asking how often are your live.
How often are my lives? Not often at all. This is probably the first time that I hit the range in like 6 months. So, as opposed to like warming up on the driving range before a round. But this is the first time I actually just came to the range to hit balls in probably like 6 months.
Will says close the face of the club just a little and helps maximize the ball.
But yeah, man. Typically, I want to start hitting the range more. So I'm trying to like get into a point where I'm grooving my swing back again. But I don't know.
Andrew says, why have you not been posting stuff?
Been busy with work. Work has been taking up a lot of time, a lot of my effort. Busy. It's always busy season, but yeah, it's pretty busy right now. And plus,
Well, Andrew said, is that what you do for work?
you would think so. You would think so. But a lot of the times we're just trying to sell products. We don't really get out to the course a whole lot, which is kind of weird because that's what I thought would happen when I took that job. It's like I'm gonna be around golf. I get to golf more. It's the absolute opposite.
Serene Consciousness says, do you play in college?
Did I play what in college? I played something in college. Definitely not golf.
Andrew said, well, Andrew, the one we talk about with work, he said, well, I just wanted to know that I really enjoy your content and it's super helpful and interesting.
I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. Thank you for that. Hopefully, I don't really do all this to be famous or anything like that. I just enjoy sharing my hobbies. Something that I do. I don't have a whole lot of hobbies, but I do videography work. That's what I do for Ghost. I'm like the videographer. So if you ever see any videos from Ghost Golf, it's typically me most of the time. Now that we got an editor though, so I don't really do a whole lot of editing these days, but I shoot all the Ghost Golf content. So
Yellow Bull says, wow, now that's a power fade. Now do an inside out swing.
all right, this is the last ball. So very tired. I don't know if this is gonna draw like I want it to. I've been trying to draw it all night, but I'll try it. See if I just try to piss missile this one. I'm just swing as hard as I can. Last ball. This is probably gonna hurt. My lower back is already sore. Let's see. I typically don't swing hard at all, but I'm gonna try to just give 100%. Pretty sure that went over the fence. Pretty sure that went over the fence. That hurt my lower back.
Oh, Yellow Bull says, well done. Tristan said, like, since time you to golf, I always try to full power swing every tee off. Is that okay or no?
Never full power swing, I would say. You should never swing the club as hard as you can. Probably why you're making the mistakes that you're making. Typically, when I'm on the course, my driver, I'm usually swinging about 80%, 80 to 85%. Anything, so that one right there was closer to like 95, closer to 100%, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. Shout out to the head cover though. Vibranium, Wakanda Forever, Black Panther, super dope. My whole set is TaylorMades. My irons are TaylorMade P790s. My wedges are the MG5 wedges. My woods, I have a hybrid. I have the TaylorMade QI35 and my woods and driver. And then my putter. Shout out to the putter head cover though, super dope. Putter is the Scotty Cameron, customized with the red shaft. Shout out. But yeah, what's in the bag video coming soon. Girlfriend keeps telling me to make one, but I've been lazy. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Any last questions before we get out of here?
They're just like responding to each other. I'll give you that part.
All right, boys. We out. Appreciate you guys checking out the live. We'll try to do this more frequently. Make sure you guys like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Fuck, I'm so tired.